Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple questions. I will start, Mariana.
Thanks. You all mentioned, you obviously come from different places, have very different experiences, but you can all understand each other, given your own background. Se entienden, regardless of the issue. Two-part question. You loosely talked about the issues that matter. I know you all are House is really just starting its business. What specifically are the issues that you all want to take a united front on? And then secondly, I think one of those issues that we've already seen is obviously border security.
Sure.
I know Judiciary Committee starting to talk about that, debate that today. Are you all united against any kind of legislation that, for example, as we've seen, blocks asylum? Any of those specific border security issues?
Yeah, every Republican ran on border security, on securing the border, from New York to Florida to Oregon to Texas. It's clear that the border crisis impacts every single state in America. Whether it's fentanyl, whether it's terrorism, whether it's the sheer number of gotaways, every single Republican ran on that. So we are absolutely united in finding solutions. And I think the key is solutions. What you see behind us today is these are governing conservatives. This is how do we come together and how do we work things out for the betterment of the people. Now it isn't going to be, sometimes it's messy, sometimes it takes a while, sometimes there's a lot of dialogue that takes place, but I'm very confident that the overall Republican conference will be united in providing a border security solution. Now, when you start talking immigration, border security and immigration are two separate topics. And while all of us ran on border security, immigration it's a separate animal. And that's one I think that has eluded this place for a long time. And that one certainly will take a long time to get right, per se. But one, the messenger matters and the message matters. Absolutely does. So if you get that wrong, all of a sudden we start turning away new Americans. We start turning away opportunities to join the Republican Party. So, but I'm confident. We are certainly united. We're gonna, I'm vocal. Maybe we'll all be vocal in the things that are important to us, but you'll see us come out united on the other side. We'll go here and then.
To ask specifically about HR 29, I was wondering if you and Congressman De La Cruz, as representatives from the border specifically, if you were consulted about that before it was introduced. What have discussions with Congressman Board looked like since then, and what's the general status of that bill?
Yeah, look, I don't think there's a member in Congress that hasn't introduced a border bill in some form or fashion, right? So there's a lot of ideas that are thrown around, a lot of ideas that have come together. We haven't seen a final package yet, what that looks like, but I'm very confident that Leader Scalise will put together something and get it over the finish line. We've been in talks with leadership. I've been in talks with other members to solidify that, and we will continue to have those talks. The number one thing in this place is no surprises. So you will see it get built out. How fast that goes, how slow that goes, that's yet to be determined. I mean, one thing that is clear is that piece of legislation in particular is going back into committee, and many of us fought for regular order. You saw the speeches on the floor where leadership had too much power, that the power had to go back into the rank and file, and you're seeing that in action. And I think it's very exciting, right? Let it go to the committees, let the committees shake it out, and let's have a broader conversation. Just dropping things on the House floor and getting an up and down vote, that's something that Nancy Pelosi did. Those days are gone. This is a new era in the House, and this is an era where rank and file have a voice to deliver those. Yes, sir.
En español, ¿alguien puede decir si están unidos en inmigración y en qué?
Yeah, exactly. My Spanish is wonderful. It gets even better after I've had a few tequila shots. I want to say one thing, and then I'll turn. Yeah, no. I want to say one thing. Is look, when I look through the lens of America, I don't see black, I don't see white, I don't see brown. I see red, white, and blue. I spent 20 years in the military, and so while we have all these different diverse backgrounds, we're all Americans in there. So yeah, Maria and Mario.
Yeah. Este grupo está unido en que vamos a trabajar en los temas que son importantes para esta nación, para los latinos, pero para toda esta nación. Y estamos unidos y vivimos en una época distinta. Ya la señora Nancy Pelosi no es presidenta de la Cámara. Los días de que ella podía imaginarse algo y eso iba directamente al Pleno, sin poder votar, sin poder cambiar, sin poder hacer enmiendas, eso se desapareció cuando los republicanos obtuvimos la mayoría. Así que aquí vamos a trabajar muy de cerca con este grupo y con otros individuos para la agenda, para asegurar que los Estados Unidos continúen siendo el mejor país del mundo, que la inflación se rebaje, que la frontera está asegurada, que nuestros hijos tengan la mejor educación. Esa es la agenda de este grupo, de los republicanos, y estamos extremadamente unidos. Pero la democracia requiere conversación y negociación, y los días de la dictadura de Nancy Pelosi, esos se han acabado, gracias a Dios, en el Congreso de los Estados Unidos. Muchas gracias por estar aquí.
Pero déjame-
¿Otra en español?
Otra en español,
Otra en
ya que
español.
está hablando español, congresista. ¿Nos podría decir, congresista Yesbala, qué tan significante es que hoy el presidente Biden reciba al presidente de la Cámara Baja?
Déjame
Kevin
solamente, si me permite, contestarle ahí en español
Ok.
y me uno a lo que está diciendo Mario Díaz Tolar y ahora vamos contigo. Los hispanos queremos lo mismo que quieren los otros americanos. Los hispanos no queremos una frontera abierta. Todo el mundo en esta conference republicana o en este grupo republicano quiere cerrar la frontera porque no le conviene a nuestra gente, a la minoría más importante de la nación. Nosotros queremos hacer ese negocio de cerrar la frontera de alguna manera, poner orden en la frontera. Eso es lo que se llama border security. Y por eso estaba diciendo Tony que se considera border security, la seguridad en la frontera, e inmigración, dos cosas diferentes. Tú sabes muy bien que yo siempre he pensado que se puede hacer primero la frontera, cerrar la frontera, poner orden y después entonces ocuparnos de la inmigración. Porque el problema de la inmigración tiene tres problemas. La economía de este país necesita manos. La clase empresarial está desesperada por trabajadores. Y hay cientos de miles de gente que viven en la oscuridad. Por eso yo presenté la ley dignidad. Pero primero hay que poner orden en la frontera y los demócratas nos tienen que ayudar a hacer eso. Si no, son unos irresponsables, porque el Partido Republicano quiere poner orden, sellarlo, volver a traer a la gente de una manera legal. Pero si eso no pasa, es porque los demócratas no nos están ayudando. Y bien yo lo conozco, porque ese fueron yo estuve en la televisión y conozco muy bien, y por eso Tony es importantísimo, porque él representa a los mexicanos, al 65-70% de la población hispana. Y por eso es importante que todo el mundo sepa que el hispano quiere poner orden en la frontera. So, after you said that in Spanish, then now you can, ya yo contesté esa pregunta.
Ya, vamos a cerrar ya.
Gracias.
Última pregunta,
We got
sí.
a couple minutes.
Sí, si nos puede decir qué tan significante es que hoy el presidente Joe Biden reciba a Kevin McCarthy en la Casa Blanca.
El presidente por semanas estuvo diciendo que no quiere negociar, que es altamente irresponsable. Y ahora por la presión pública del pueblo de los Estados Unidos ha tenido que cambiar su punto de vista y ha comenzado, por lo menos públicamente, ahora a decir que está dispuesto a hablar y negociar. Eso siempre es un buen paso. Pero en la democracia se requiere negociación. Y que el presidente haya insistido en que rehúsa hablar con la Cámara de Representantes es altamente irresponsable, y espero que esto sea un cambio real, no solamente una cuestión estética, y que esté dispuesto a negociar para el beneficio de este gran país. Muchísimas gracias, Tony.
One final thing, because you hit a good point. She essentially mentioned McCarthy, Speaker McCarthy and President Biden meeting in the White House today. Later today, I have a meeting with Susan Rice. She's a top policy advisor for the White House. This is where organizations like the Hispanic Conference have a seat at the table. We're going to talk about border security. We're going to talk about other things. But this is where governing conservatives have a seat at the table, not only in the House, but outside, especially during a divided government. All right, thank you, everybody.
Gracias. Thank you. Gracias.